welcome to the Madhouse UK podcast. I'm Steve Tierney. Okay, a few things to go through as usual tonight. It's been a couple of days again, so I'm still not managing to keep up very well with my daily podcast, but still doing what I can, and we will keep increasing them wherever we can possibly. Okay, so a bunch of things to talk about. Turns went out at the weekend on time, so that's good news. And hopefully everybody's happy with their turns. Lots of new stuff been done this turn, and lots of new stuff appearing next turn as well. Biggest thing probably is the announcement of the Christmas offers. Long-time players will know that we periodically do special offers, and one of the times that we do particular special offers is Christmas. And alongside the ability to buy additional credit with some bonus credit included, we also have amounts of free items that you can pick up for your characters as part of these special offers. So what did we do this turn? Okay, well, let's just go through. Obviously, there's a free one. There's a free gift which anybody can apply for. You don't have to pay a penny to apply for the free gift. Free play players can also apply for the free gift once per player. So each of you has to basically pick one character. You send us an email telling us what character you would like to have the item, and that free item will be given to the character. I'm not giving you any clues about what it does, but it's not useless. I think you'll find it's quite useful and good fun. So let's see how we get along with that. Okay, looking at the other items. Now, what I normally do is I list the items, but I don't really tell anybody what they do. So some of them you'll know, some of them perhaps you've seen before, some of them are brand new and you've just got the name to go by. And it's not a guarantee that the item is going to be spectacular or brilliant. Some of them are better than others. Some are absolutely useless red herrings. Some of them are really much cooler than you would expect. That's part of the fun of applying for the offers. But going through them, the way it works is that for every certain amount you spend, you can choose an additional one of these special items. So everybody gets the free one, of course, and then after that, the following ones are items that you can also get. The first item is a Christmas present. So that in the game is a wrapped Christmas present. You will open it, and what you get will depend on what's inside the present. There is a random result, so you could be lucky, you could be unlucky. The next thing that you can apply for is any +5 weapon of a regular type. A regular type is a type that's in the rulebook or is commonly available throughout the game. You can't pick something really obscure and say I want a +5 one of these, but you can pick anything from the book. And it's quite a useful way of getting an additional +5 item without having to go out and find it or buy it for one of your lesser characters or sub-characters, or if you're a new player for your first time. Extraordinary animal skill. So that's a skill that is available for any animal in the game. So if you've got a pet or something you've summoned or something you've hired, you can apply extraordinary animal and it will be better than the regular animal of that type. It gives it a few boosts. It's the way that you create your kind of lassies and littlest hobos in the game. Okay, item 4, bottle of eggnog. That's new. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Obviously, eggnog is a Christmas drink, and in the game there will be a benefit to having a bottle of eggnog. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but quite a fun thing to get. Homeopathy skill. We've had that in the game before, so players who have had the homeopathy skill will know what it does. If you don't, you have to have a guess, really, but that's a skill that you can get. +5 armour of any regular type. So, as with the weapons, it has to be something from the book or something reasonably commonly sourced that perhaps came out after the book was released. Nothing really obscure can be +5'd up, but it's a way of getting something extra. Santa suit is exactly what it describes. It's a Santa suit to wear in the game. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, it's been available before, so some people will know, but you can have a Santa suit if you like. Another skill, this has also been offered once or twice before, the irritating others skill. So it doesn't mean you're an irritating other, it means you have the ability to irritate others. I won't tell you what the skill does, that's to be investigated. Okay, so we've got some new scrolls now. 3 new enchanter scrolls: Teleport to Jobbler, Teleport to White Citadel, and Teleport to Swindlelog. So what these do is you access them using the usual method. You cast a spell and they teleport you to one of those cities. And that's quite there's not a lot of ways to teleport around the world, so it's quite useful when new ways to jump long distances appear. This is 3 new ways. Okay, Krampus mask. So Krampus is a well-known Christmas horror character, and people will know what Krampus is, or probably have encountered Krampus. This is one of the suggestions that was given by a player in the Facebook Dungeonworld page. And so there will be a Krampus mask. Now I'll tell you, I haven't actually made this one yet. I'm going to be making it tomorrow. So I don't know exactly what it does, but I suspect it will be quite cool. Reindeer mount. So I don't think I've offered reindeer mounts before. I did make them a couple of years ago, but I don't think I ever offered them to anyone, so I don't think they exist. But it's a rideable reindeer. So much cooler than riding a horse. If you can ride a reindeer, okay, turn up on a reindeer and it looks great. Now, I think some people it would look better for than others. I think Probably barbarians would look quite good riding a big bull reindeer. Is that what you call a male reindeer? Don't know. Let's say it is. I think fey characters would look quite good on reindeer. I think elves would look quite good on reindeer. Elven warrior maidens in particular, I suspect. But that's for you to decide. Perhaps you think it'd be cool to have a dwarf ride up on a reindeer. I don't know. What else have we got? Frost touched skill. So this is for animals and for pets, this skill. Now this, like the teleport to Jobbler spell, this is special. And also the Krampus mask. Only available on offers taken before the 10th of December. Now, some people might wonder, why do I do some things before the 10th? Well, the main reason is there are some things that I don't want seeded too heavily into the game. Having an additional condition, like having to take an offer before a certain date, means that fewer people will take it than if I made it available for the whole month, and that suits my purposes. I don't want as many of them in the game. If a lot of people take offers, some things can be seeded quite heavily into the game. I don't want that with the Frost Touch skill, the Krampus mask, or the teleport to Jobbler. Why teleport to Jobbler? Well, it's quite close to Poldoon, so make of that what you will. So that's why they've got set dates. Before the 10th of December, those offers have to be taken if you want to choose those. The others, anytime up to the end of the month. What else have we got? Okay, so now we're on to the enhanced gifts. So the enhanced gifts are only available above a certain amount that you spend, and that is primarily, well, it's one to entice people to spend a bit more money, of course, because we are a business, but the main reason I would say is I really want to control the seeding of these. I want them to remain rare. Putting a date on one of them as well as a price limit on one of them means there'll be very few characters in the game with these things, and that's the way I want it, because some things too much in the game and it would make the game ridiculous. So the first one is the skill Complete Bastard, and this will suit the sort of person who has a character who they would describe in that way, I guess, who they've role-played in that way, a Complete Bastard, and that is quite a good skill. I'm not going to tell you what it does, but it's pretty good. And then there's two rare enchanter scrolls. One of them is Walk on Water. I think it's fairly obvious what that does, but it can be useful for areas where it's taking you a lot of effort to move or you're having to use a boat. And then there's a rare Necromancer Parchment. It says scroll actually in my write-up, which is a mistake. It should say parchment, because all Necromancer spells are written on parchments. And that is Soul Shredder. That is a good area damage spell. I'm not going to tell you much more than that, but it's good. Okay, skill combos. Well, a few people have asked questions about this, and I've had a bit more of a thought about it since I wrote it, actually. So the original idea was to make more skill slots available. You could take any two skills in the game, combine them with a new name that matched those two skills being put together, and take that as an offer. So you would then get that skill as a combo, a new skill, if you like, made up of the two existing skills. So it's good because it frees up some skill slots. There's only a certain amount of skill slots on each character. Once you've used them all, you can't get any more skills. So it's quite a nice way to empty out a slot, if you like. But players came back and said, well, does that mean just the ones in the book or existing ones? Well, primarily it means just the ones in the book, because there are some existing skills that are very hard to get, that if I let everybody combine them, they would make ridiculous combos, stupid, overpowered combos. But I will say this, if you've already got two skills, any two skills in the game, and you want to combine those two into a new skill, that I will do, because the existing one actually gives you the two skills whether you had them or not, right? The offer, and that's two skills from the book. But if you've got two skills and want to combine them into a new skill in order to free up a slot, that I will allow. So you can then use even the weird and wonderful ones. But it is on you to come up with why they're together, to come up with what the skill's called and make it make some sort of sense. So if you're putting together two really impossible things and can't think of a good roleplay reason why a new skill would be made of those two, you need the imagination to do it, I'm afraid. I'm putting that one on you. Convince me. The next item on the enhanced gifts is a flame cannon. That is a big monster weapon, actually. It takes some strength to carry. So it would require, I would say, somebody big and strong to walk along and carry that. I'll tell you now, it takes a 19 strength to equip it. You can train your way up to 19 strength, whoever you are, for the most part, but not everybody has that sort of strength, so bear that in mind. And then finally, your Boots of Hefty Stomping. That is another great damage item. But what's good about these is they give you an additional attack, because you don't normally get a foot attack. But when you've got the Boots of Hefty Stomping on, you get your normal attack and a foot attack. So it's an additional damage dealt in each combat. Okay, so that's all the Christmas offers. Now, you know, we are a business and I do like people. I know it's Christmas, you've all got money to spend, things to spend your money on, but please do consider spending some of it on Dungeonworld. Take some of the offers, send us some cash, it's brilliant. And even if you haven't got a penny to your name and you're a pauper, you can still play a free position and get the free gift from us because, well, we love you guys and we look after you like that. So what else is there? I've got some announcements from guilds. You know that I do those every podcast if I've got any. And this is the first one. This is from the Way of the Five Paths. So, the Way of the Five Paths, or the Pink Leggings Guild, as they are sometimes known, are open to all alive or undead, and few who want to sit on the few who want to sit on the fence. The guild is Crown, and they describe themselves as Crown Helpful, almost loyal, but more than neutral. So Crown Helpful. So. The leader of the guild is a guy called Ronnie, fantastic character, really fun guy. I met him many times, a good friend and a brilliant player. Been playing for a very long time. If you've not got a guild to join, think about the guild of the Way of the Five Paths because they are very funny and you will enjoy it. Okay, so he says you can join us and any other guilds, as many as you like. In some cases, we are nice like that. So if you're up for a laugh and a joke and just to have some fun, then we are the guild for you, with the added bonus that when you leave the guild rooms, you won't have a burning need to visit the nearest alchemist, unlike some other guilds who I'll not say about. We are nice like that, I want to remind you. And yeah, again, I say, you'll have a lot of fun if you join the Five Paths. They look after you, they have a bit of a giggle, and good fun guild to join. Now, moving on to a slightly more serious guild, the Walkers on the Edge. Okay, so what does this say here? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Actually, the Walkers on the Edge did send me an announcement the previous time. Somehow I missed it. So this one should have come out in the last podcast, but I didn't do it. So this is what they say. Death or glory. This is what some guilds offer you, but not the Walkers on the Edge. We offer you death and glory, though not necessarily in that order. Death comes to us all, but we embrace the risk of it coming early. We are not suicidal, aren't you? But recognise the greatest heroes are the ones that take the biggest risks. We exist to help our members seek danger and glory. We do not seek wealth or power, but seek stronger foes to fight and greater quests to fulfil. We are an exclusive guild, so we do not permit members of any other guilds to join us, and we are loyal to the Crown. We accept members from any adventuring profession, any race, or indeed any sentient being able to take the oath, alive, dead or otherwise. New members are encouraged to visit our citadel in the Shadow Rift, accessible using magics contained in the armband all new members receive. There they can acquire other useful items, magic, tattoos and rare skills. Those who wish to walk on the edge between glory and death are welcomed. Those who don't, aren't. Join us or don't, it's your choice. And that's from Alberich T. Dwarf, Guild Leader. So you pretty much get from that what the Walkers on the Edge are about. They're a real bunch. They're berserk actually. They go on the most dangerous missions. They're not frightened of being killed. They take a lot of chances, and if that's your bag, then that's the guild to join. Okay, here we go. I've got a message about the Children of Ragnarok, and it says, "Here you go, a short and sweet announcement for you from the Children of Ragnarok. Or you skirt-wearing nilthings of Bereni. We are the Children of Ragnarok, what you call glacier barbarians. We are a proud race of stout and fearless warriors, and we have kept you safe in your beds whilst we have fought your enemies for you because you are weak. You call us drunkards, but we can fight whilst your warriors are spewing their guts out and pissing their britches. We don't shirk from any fight and generally prevail alive, although a good fight is sometimes a good death. After all, what better way to prove yourself to Volson, our god? We have made our vows and we will stand by them forever, as we are not oath-breakers. We don't care about your king, we have our own king. We were tricked into alliance with Bereni by politics, but we have made friends amongst ye. At the forefront of any battle you will find us. If you can't stand your ground, we will drink with the dwarves. We are the guild of the glacier barbarians, glacier bear riders, glacier bears and skulls, and any living thing that can prove they are of our race at the Vanaheim. No snowmen, forget it." There are, believe it or not, snowmen in the game. "If you are eligible, then apply to join, male or female. Lend us your stracks to the fight, and we will give you beer and glory." And the guild leader sent us to that. Didn't name his character, but it was from Adrian, who is the actual out of character guild leader. So another fun one. In a way, there's some similarities, I suppose, to the Walkers on the Edge. But the Children of Ragnarok are all about the southern glaciers. They are all the glacier barbarians who hail from that land. Tall, powerful, doughty warriors, and I think you probably enjoy that if that's your sort of thing. Okay, So that's pretty much everything. Now I was gonna go through Midgast, which is a new area that I'm going to be opening at the end of the month. Kind of a gothic region, but I think probably I'll do that in the next podcast. So for the minute, we'll leave Midgast out. Until then, nothing really remains except to say, please remember to like the podcast, to leave a comment about anything that interests you, to remember to subscribe, and to ring the magic bell. Because every time you ring the magic bell, a servant comes and asks me if I'd like a cup of tea, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, talk to you soon.